Hi, this is a special video I'm making just going out to Dadcraft. Wanted to give you a little heads up on some of the stuff that you can do at your point. You are now at the point where you are doing the liquid crystal. Yes, you had the crucible inserter correctly. It goes on top of the crucible on top of a heat source. I'm using obsidian. It is a viable heat source. You can't mine it with the pick you have already, but I've mentioned before about the Roots 2 wand. You might want to look into it and look into the Shatter spell. It's a really simple spell, and it allows you to break obsidian and harvest it. Also comes in really handy when you go to the Exoria Underground. The main thing I wanted to point out here is the fact that in order to gain crystals, you have the combustor already. You'll want to build something called the combustion collector. Anything that explodes in here will immediately go into there. This is the item extractor from embers. Simple to build. You'll need to do the same thing you did with your diamonds with a couple pieces of the black quartz. As you can see over here, I have this set up. Now, once the item extractors from embers need a redstone signal, so a lever works just fine. You can it'll pump them out, pump some red over into there, and here they are, sitting here, crystal shards. Anytime this runs out, it automatically puts more in. Of course, there is a embers fluid extractor over here that is turned on. It will automatically pump it into not only the fluid dropper, but the tank from Buildcraft as well. The Buildcraft tank will automatically empty into this as well. So really effective way to make sure you always have something for your combustion. Once these things are done, they just pop out. So what I have is the item vacuum from embers, which is really cheap to make. And over here I have everything I've made. Now, it's really easy. Let's go over here where I have my sifters going. I haven't got a chance to upgrade all of those yet. Let's see. I believe it was, let's see, sulfur. No, it was gunpowder, that's right. There it is. Now, gunpowder, sulfur, coal dust, 2 nitrate. So let's grab some coal, some sulfur, and I know I have niter in here. There we go. I'll make what I can and put the rest back. Was it 2 niter? Yeah. So, can make a few. Throw out the coal, throw out the sulfur. That's my coal coke. I need to put that away. There's the niter. Okay. Now, these things are great. They also require a redstone signal, just so you know. They will suck up anything in a certain radius. Now, the reason I wanted to make this is sulfur can be used to make something called the EFLN. Now, if you have any flint, which I know you do, it's easy to come by. I've just got to remember where all mine is. It's in one of my chests. I'm starting to get organized, but not completely. There's 3 here, but I know I have more. I have to run my sluice again. Oh, there's some right there. Okay. Take the gunpowder. Take the flint. Make the EFL or EF. I know what I'm trying to say. I know you know what I'm trying to say. Take that back out. More of those Sorry. At this point, I already have the diamond hatchet, flexible pickaxe, and I've already got some other stuff here. But also, the backpacks are available as of earlier than where you are now. They are a great source. Plus, you can craft the backpack upgrades, so you can get tons of storage that you can keep with you at all times. The mod's not the greatest, I'll admit that, but, you know, it's something. Now, the EFLN is amazing when you want to go out and get some ash. So, let's go out here, and I will show you what I mean. By the way, those ones right there, the pixies that are leaving the trail behind, those are the ones you want that give you the elevators. They give you the piece you need for the elevators anyway. Let's see. Right over here looks like it'll work. I want to be able to sift some ash for basic resources. So, and there you have it. One use, lots of ash. By the way, Shift K will compress all of that item in your inventory. Just a helpful piece of information for you. I know you've kind of been struggling with inventory issues. The other thing I did was I created the auto sifter, and as you can see here, I'm using water wheels to power it. Very, very handy. You may want to look into it. I know it's also a quest, so and the apiaries you were looking at build this. It is a machine, not the one that you think, because these individual ones do not work. But what you do is, in here in the fluid input hatch, you can put seed oil, and in here you put fairy dust, and it will give you queens. Hot queens, wet queens, and a few other ones. And that is how you start bees in this pack. And, well, you can get it. You know more about bees than I do, honestly, so it's not a really hard thing to do. Over here I'm using flame because this particular one, the iron cauldron, you can't use anything other than flame. The obsidian does not work for some reason. Have my constant water supply. Build craft pipes always. Now, also, if you build a trap door, oh god, step up is on. I hate that. If you build a trap door and you combine it with a ladder, you get the ability to climb on it, so it's useful. Put this in here, and that'll start automatically sifting. The other thing I wanted to mention was this. You already have access to it. It's the magnetic craft block. You can put chests into it, and it acts as a very large, searchable storage. Very helpful. You have 3 tiers. Each tier can take so many chests. I can't remember what it's called, but you can find the blueprint if you look under magnetic craft. It is the shelving unit. The recipe for the shelving unit is really cheap. You can get plant fiber pulp and put it on your drying rack, and it'll become plant papyrus. And plant fiber, you can take a rock, a stone basin, and I think there's another one besides there you go. The 4 plant fibers. Makes a tinder bundle. And you can make the paper easily enough. The spell that I was talking about requires wild root, which I have here. Now, I've got to remember where I put my staff. Oh, I should have had this planned out a little bit better. Did I put it in my bag? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright. The spell I was talking about was this one. Here it is, Shatter. Now, Shatter is great because if you go to somewhere where there is either obsidian or something like that you want to harvest, like down here for me, you can literally just right click, shatter, shatter. Oh well. So, Shatter is a very simple spell. The Roots 2 house that you found has the book on spells, and that tells you how to do it. All you need is the mortar and pestle, and you're good to go. So, just figured I'd give you a little heads up on that stuff. This is my streaming world, so I'm not going to do too much here. So, just a little heads up. Figured I'd let you know about how these work. Let you know that both the item pipes from embers and the liquid pipes from embers and the vacuum hoppers or the item vacuums from embers are all going to be invaluable to you. They are so nice to have. Also, when you're doing anything in here, make sure you put in multiples, not just singles. When you're doing singles, you end up wasting a lot. But that's it for now. Hey, great series. I hope you keep doing it, man. Have a good one.